Hey, what's up, guys? So I've been moving stuff around, but this time it's a little bit different. There's three different setups in this space, and I thought I'd just give you a tour and to show you everything because it's actually really exciting because there's a lot of cool stuff on the way. So, this right here is my desk. In fact, this is my normal face cam. So if I'm doing sort of gaming live streams, it would be shrunk into, let me get into position here. It would be like this. So obviously I'm like really small like now, but that's pretty normal. For streams, maybe I'd make it a little bit bigger. It's got this kind of like letterbox feel, nice lighting. I'll show you the lighting in a minute if you want. So that's that, which is pretty cool. So this is what the camera normally sees. And then you got behind me over here. Hello. In fact, I need to do one thing. So lights, turn that light off. So right now, this doesn't look very good. This looks okay. And if I go over here and pop you down here, this is my, what I would like to call like vlogging recap zone. Although usually I wouldn't actually use the iPhone because it doesn't cope with low light very well. As you can see, it's not the best picture quality. This, however, looks much better, I think. In fact, we've got a microphone set up as well. In fact, let me just take this out. You see, we've got the camera, little tripod. That's where the phone was. The microphone, and then we've got a little mixer here. And then we've got lighting. So we've got this one that's pointing at my face. So you get like a little bit of light. And then you've got that one up there, which bounces onto this wall here. And that like diffuses it onto my face, which is gives it like, if you're trying to have a video with lighting or trying to stream and you're turning the lights on and then you like, it doesn't look very natural, looks very intense. That's why. But anyway, when I'm doing face to face like this, well, and I'm not streaming, hello, I'll be doing this, which I think is a really cool thing. Actually, this is how wide it normally is, but I'm going to punch in a little bit because this thing here, I can get in really close. I'm literally about that far away from the camera. I wouldn't normally get this close. It's kind of weird. But, so I just hit that with, I think I hit the microphone with my head. That's amazing. Anyway, so that is my, so when I'm doing like vlogs, conversation, or I've got a story to tell or something to go over, this is when this would be appropriate. There's one other thing we'll get to in a minute, which is behind me. It's my whiteboard. So we'll come back to this. I've got something really important to talk to you about. So we'll get onto that in a minute. It's important, so stay tuned. And then pick up the iPhone again. If I go over here, but we've got the podcast studio. This is where George and I, for those of you that don't know, we've been recording a podcast, the XTR Cast. Links in the description if you want to check them out. But yeah, they're really good fun. But I've like next leveled, finessed this setup because, so we've got chair, two microphones. They're plugged into this mixer, which is on these screens here. So you can see, this is the reason, by the way, I'm not going to use the iPhone in this room normally. I'm going to use the other setup, but because look at this, look how grainy it all is. Anyway, so we're doing a podcast. This is my angle here. George will be sat on that side, so you can see where I am. But the really cool thing about this setup, so I told you about the mixer, which is connected to the PC, but look at these. You see? So when we're like doing the podcast, we've got the screen here. We can see the mixer, or we'll see like the audio levels and stuff like that. And not only that, we'll also have a really good way of like watching trailers or interacting with an audience when we finally get that. So it's a really nice way of having one screen do two jobs. And yeah, I thought this was kind of cool. We can look at articles and stuff together, and you know, means George and I don't have to stare at each other's faces quite as much as we otherwise. I'm talking to this microphone as if it works. It doesn't. But you get what I'm saying. The other thing I really want to talk to you guys about is something that this pandemic has really put on my mind. So, okay, let's play a game. What is something that Right, at any point, just, this is coming off the top of my head, so if it sounds weird, I apologize. So, what investment can you make that is guaranteed to always go up? Name one. Anyone in the class? No, not Bitcoin. No, not gold. Although copper is actually very valuable right now. It is. This is fun, actually. Time. I know you might be scratching your head, but time. Listen. So when you're 10 years old, for example, remember when you were 10? Weird times. Time didn't seem that valuable to you. So let's just say at this point, time wasn't that valuable, right? But when you get to, let's say, 108 up here, time is suddenly really valuable, right? But what you don't know is where this point actually is, okay? This could be tomorrow. It could be next week. It could be 50 years from now. I have no idea. You have no idea. So, I'm trying to think of like a phrase for it, but what the pandemic has taught me is you need to treat time like it's up here all the time. That's a really bad way of explaining it, but you need to act like this person, not this person, because time's actually very valuable. Bam. Does that make any sense? Let me just explain it a slightly different way. So when you wake up tomorrow, okay, forget about today. You've probably already used most of today and you're procrastinating watching this video, for example. Let's just focus on tomorrow. Tomorrow, you need to invest in your time because it's only going to go up in value. You see? So if you invest it here and you really invest in it and you capitalize on it and I can't really say buy it, but if you use it wisely here, when you get to here, you would have used lots of it and it'll be worth more, if that makes sense. Like, you'll be happy that you've invested down here. Because if you have to start buying your time down here, up here, it costs you a lot more than if you invest in your time down here. I don't know if any of this is making sense. All I'm trying to say is invest in today, not tomorrow. And that sounds pretty good, but it's pretty wordy. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to share that thought with you. This isn't the point of the video. Like, no one's really gonna pay attention to that stuff, but I just kind of wanted to show you and get excited about this setup. It's really funny, actually. George is going to react to this tomorrow because he hasn't seen it yet. So if you want to make sure you don't miss my friend George, who will do the podcast with, reaction to the studio moving, yeah, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this weird kind of video. I just really wanted to show the setup in a really quick way. Just show the camera angles. If you want me to do like a more in-depth, showing off the equipment a little more, telling you what screens I've got, like what PC I've got and things like that, drop a comment down below, just let me know. But for the most part, kind of happy with this. And I think having this kind of like letterbox thing is pretty cool. I toyed with the idea of like having it like this, like a 16:9 sort of vibe, you know, just having it kind of like that, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe let me know in the comment section. This is completely up for debate, but I just liked playing with this. But I really like the 16:9 stuff. If I had it my way, I'd be up here. Just like front and center, looking absolutely beautiful. But yeah, no, it'd be in the way the whole time. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and let me know what you think of all the camera angles. Now I have got to try and put it all together somehow. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace out.